Ferrari is ready for 2025. George throws shade at Max once again, and the FIA is in trouble again. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Max Verstappen, the reigning Formula One champion, has been a focal point of discussion in the motorsport world. As George Russell, his fellow competitor, recently shared, there's an argument that Verstappen shouldn't have won the championship this year. Russell emphasizes that the competitive nature of F1 means that sometimes victories hinge not just on driver prowess, but also on the missteps of others. Russell acknowledges Verstappen's extraordinary talent. He concedes that the Red Bull driver is truly exceptional on the track. However, he argues that while Verstappen indeed delivered remarkable performances, not every victory was earned solely through his skill. At times, other drivers' errors played a sizable role, which tilted the balance in Verstappen's favor, especially during moments when Verstappen's RB20 underperformed compared to its rivals. The 2024 season was a roller coaster for Verstappen. After an impressive start, he faced a considerable challenge, going through a stretch of 10 races without securing a victory. During that phase, his main objective shifted to maximizing points rather than outright wins, all while maintaining his lead in the World Championship standings. This shift highlights the strategic aspect of F1 racing, where consistency often trumps sheer speed over the course of a season. Despite clinching the championship in Las Vegas last November, Russell remains optimistic about his own potential in the upcoming 2025 season. He expressed a clear desire to rise to the challenge of competing against Verstappen and seeks an opportunity to make his mark. With 6 years of F1 experience under his belt and approaching his 4th year with Mercedes, Russell feels poised to take his career to new heights. He shares with confidence, "I feel absolutely ready to take my journey to the next level, and I feel ready to fight for a championship." Russell believes that given the right circumstances, he won't hesitate to take on Verstappen. He exudes determination, acknowledging that while Verstappen may have been consistent this past season, there were clear opportunities for other drivers to seize their own success. Meanwhile, Russell's statements reveal a growing confidence, suggesting that the upcoming season could play host to fierce competition, particularly if he and Verstappen go head-to-head. In the fast-paced world of Formula One, taking advantage of every opportunity is crucial. The statistics from the 2024 season paint a vivid picture of this intense competition. Each driver's performance is scrutinized who excelled during qualifying, who took the checkered flag when it mattered most, and who may have faltered under pressure. Ultimately, Russell notes that consistency proved to be the key differentiator that secured Verstappen's title. As we look ahead, the stage is set for an exciting 2025 season. With contenders like Russell eager to challenge Verstappen, fans can anticipate thrilling battles on the racetrack. The stakes are high, and as Russell prepares for what lies ahead, one thing is clear. The competition will be fierce, promising plenty of action and drama for motorsport enthusiasts worldwide. In the world of Formula One, opinions about champions are often polarized. Recently, a notable comment stirred discussions about Max Verstappen's 2024 championship win. While some believe he didn't deserve it entirely, they acknowledge that his competitors faltered at crucial moments, unable to seize their opportunities. This has sparked a debate about the unpredictability of the sport. As the old saying goes, opportunities don't come around every single day, reminding fans just how precious each chance can be. Lando Norris and the McLaren team, having shown promise this season, might find themselves in a similar position next year. Formula One is filled with surprises, and just when you think a team is on the rise, the dynamics can shift dramatically, as many fans witness with Red Bull's unexpected drop in form. Despite the hype surrounding Max Verstappen, it's worth noting that he has faced challenges too. At the time of publication, he had won just one race in his last 12 outings, illustrating that even the best can struggle. This serves as a reminder that in F1, every driver is at the mercy of their race car, and nothing is guaranteed. What sets Verstappen apart this season is his ability to capitalize on every opportunity that came his way, while his rivals fell short. This part of his skill set is what truly defines a champion, recognizing and seizing the moment when it presents itself. As we move into discussions about the future of F1, new faces like Liam Lawson are stepping up to the challenge against Verstappen and his dominant Red Bull team. What lies ahead for them? Will they be able to break through the stronghold that Verstappen has established? Additionally, questions arise regarding the validity of Max's accomplishments. Ferrari's boss, Fred Vasseur, has opened up a dialogue on whether Max could have secured the championship in any car. Such debates fuel excitement among fans and analysts alike, keeping the sport lively and riveting. And let's not forget the off-track antics that make F1 captivating. Liam Lawson recently shared hilarious insights from a dinner involving Max Verstappen and George Russell, showcasing their lighter side amidst the intense competition. This combination of rivalry and camaraderie is what keeps fans glued to their screens. So, as preparation for the next season kicks off, Formula One promises to deliver thrilling narratives, intense rivalries, and, of course, unexpected moments that keep us all coming back for more. Mohammed bin Sulayem, the FIA president, has recently found himself in hot water after dismissing criticism from F1 drivers. His blunt response has not only raised eyebrows, but also sparked considerable debate among former racers and pundits alike. Former F1 star David Coulthard voices concern, recalling a time in his racing career when he was never treated like a child. Coulthard's reaction comes on the heels of a pointed letter from the Grand Prix Drivers Association, where drivers demanded more transparency regarding how the FIA utilizes fine money. They also urged bin Sulayem to reconsider his tone and how he communicates, both publicly and privately. In a rather surprising move, the FIA president responded rather curtly, stating, "None of their business. Sorry," he further added. "With all respect, I am a driver. I respect the drivers. Let them go and concentrate on what they do best, which is race." This response did not sit well with many, particularly with Coulthard, who's a 13-time Grand Prix winner. Coulthard highlighted that the drivers had previously reached out for greater clarity about the fines they incur, reminding them that they often pay these fines directly. He emphasized that the drivers asked for a more respectful dialogue concerning issues like swearing and wearing jewelry, requesting to be treated as adults. Bin Sulayem's response, while asserting his respect for drivers, came off as dismissive to Coulthard and others. According to Coulthard, the condescending tone, a sort of response that the * sees people off nowadays, is particularly troubling. He expressed deep concern about dismissing driver opinions, noting that the drivers are the very heartbeat of Formula One, deserving recognition and respect for their contributions. Coulthard reflected on the past, sharing that during his time in the sport, he never felt like he was being treated like a child. Senior figures in teams like Frank Williams and Ron Dennis respected the drivers' views and experiences. He believes that a similar respect should reign between the FIA and current drivers. This ongoing standoff raises crucial questions about communication and respect within the F1 community. With the sport's integrity and public perception at stake, it is essential for those in leadership roles to engage thoughtfully with the athletes who drive the success of Formula One. As the debate continues, many fans and stakeholders are eager to see how the FIA will respond to the drivers' concerns and if meaningful dialogue will emerge from this controversy. Stay tuned as we follow this developing story and the implications it may have for the future of Formula One. Continuing with the current landscape, it's crucial to understand the role of the FIA, or the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, which oversees the regulations and governance of Formula One. Something notable is the leadership of Mohammed bin Sulayem, who took over as FIA president in December 2021. Recent discussions in the paddock bring to light intriguing perspectives, particularly from former team boss Eddie Jordan. He echoed the frustrations that many within the sport feel regarding the lack of communication between the FIA and its drivers. As Jordan put it, "When you have celebrated people at the pinnacle of their sport dismissed, the person who suffers is Mohammed." With bin Sulayem facing re-election in 2025, many are questioning his approach, particularly regarding driver relations. Jordan emphasized the importance of establishing a dialogue with key figures like Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso, urging he needs to embrace the drivers. Without such interaction, He warns of an ongoing standoff that isn't just detrimental to the drivers, but the sport itself. Moreover, it's vital to remember that dialogue can break down barriers. Jordan drew parallels with global conflicts, suggesting that misunderstandings can lead to rifts that could otherwise be avoided with open communication. This is precisely the situation we find with the FIA and the drivers, a standoff that demands resolution. In the midst of these tensions, Max Verstappen's recent penalty actions highlight the stringent approach of the FIA towards conduct within the sport. Verstappen starts the 2025 season just 4 penalty points away from a race ban, a stark reminder of the governing body's firm stance. As we navigate through these developments, Eddie Jordan provocatively remarked he might risk a ban from attending Grand Prix events to voice his opinions. This certainly underscores the intensity of the conversations surrounding F1 governance. In light of all this, the upcoming season poses many questions, particularly about the driver dynamics and how the rules will evolve under the FIA's leadership. The need for better communication has never been more apparent. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this dynamic situation, keeping you updated on how it influences the exciting world of Formula One. Lewis Hamilton's imminent switch to Ferrari has been a topic of much speculation and excitement. As we approach the end of the 2024 season, it's becoming clearer that Hamilton's decision to leave Mercedes isn't a spur-of-the-moment choice, but rather a carefully orchestrated plan he has had in mind for some time. Mercedes race team coordinator Stephen Lord, who has worked closely with Hamilton over the years, expresses lack of surprise regarding this pivotal career move. He firmly believes that joining Ferrari has been part of Hamilton's strategic vision. According to Lord, Hamilton saw the transition to Maranello as a natural evolution in his illustrious career. In a declaration that highlighted their professional bond, Lord recounted how he joined Mercedes alongside Hamilton back in 2013. Recently, Hamilton requested him to take on additional responsibilities after the departure of physio Angela Cullen, further solidifying their working relationship. Yet despite this close connection, Lord acknowledges that while he initially thought a reunion with McLaren was a possibility, he soon realized that was an incorrect assumption. As Hamilton prepares to leave Mercedes, he recently bid farewell to the team's key locations, including the headquarters in Stuttgart and Brackley. Lord stated that conversations about a possible move to Ferrari had previously taken place between them, reinforcing his belief that this transition was indeed part of Hamilton's long-term ambitions. When asked on the Beyond the Grid podcast about his feelings regarding Hamilton's upcoming move, Lord's response was quite straightforward. Not at all surprised. He emphasized that everything pointed to this being Hamilton's plan all along. Hamilton's move to Ferrari is not only a personal milestone, but also a moment of significant interest for Formula One as a whole. Fans and experts have been buzzing about what this change means for the team dynamics, especially for current Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc. The stakes have never been higher, as Hamilton's renowned talent will undoubtedly challenge Leclerc's position and push the team to reach new heights. With Hamilton's arrival, the focus shifts to how he will adapt to the unique challenges at Ferrari, a team with a storied history and high expectations. The pressure will be intense, and it's clear that Hamilton must deliver exceptional performances to justify this monumental transition in his career. As we look ahead to the future of Formula One, Hamilton's move to Ferrari stands as one of the most talked about decisions of the year. The remarkable timing of the switch, coupled with the backstory that led to it, is set to keep fans engaged as the 2025 season approaches. The world will be watching closely as Hamilton embarks on this new chapter. Will it be a successful synergy or a challenging journey? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. This move is bound to shake up the Formula One landscape. A few years back, a fascinating conversation emerged about the allure of Ferrari in Formula One. There has always been a sentiment that many drivers harbor a dream to drive a Ferrari at some point in their careers, and it's a sentiment not lost on seasoned racers. The legacy of great drivers who have donned the iconic red livery like Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel underline this desire, showing that it's not just about racing, but the prestige of winning championships with a team that is rich in history. Ferrari stands as the oldest and most recognizable team in the paddock. The esteem held by this brand is profound, and it's understandable why drivers, regardless of their accolades, aspire to take a seat in a Ferrari. This is a team synonymous with success and the ambition to compete and potentially win. Alongside such a lineage makes it an irresistible proposition. Moving to current events, the anticipation around Lewis Hamilton's potential transfer to Ferrari continues to grow. As Hamilton prepares for what some term as his emotional lap in his first Ferrari test, the excitement peaks. But he'll quickly shift back into competitive mode, focusing on getting accustomed to his new ride. Additionally, Hamilton's reported move comes with the transition of his longtime sponsor, which could signify a strategic alignment with Ferrari's powerful brand. A private meeting has already taken place at Ferrari's headquarters in Maranello, although he remains officially contracted to Mercedes for now. New chapters are opening in the F1 world as teams strategize for the upcoming seasons. Among these shifts, Sergio Perez's new role is secured following a vote on the top drivers for the 2024 season. And fans are eager to see how drivers stack up in the evolving landscape. In the realm of Formula One, every decision carries immense weight, and as these changes unfold, fans worldwide will remain glued to see how the dynamics shift. Hamilton's possible alignment with Ferrari is just one of many thrilling stories that await us in the fast-paced world of F1. As we edge closer to 2024, the track is set for an exhilarating season ahead. Max Verstappen has built quite a reputation in Formula One as a teammate destroyer, with Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, and Sergio Perez all feeling the heat and ultimately leaving the Red Bull team. One might wonder what exactly is behind Verstappen's formidable performance against his teammates. Liam Lawson, Red Bull's rising star, recently shed some light on this phenomenon. After stepping up to the main Red Bull team from a successful stint with the junior team, Lawson has first-hand experience of what it's like to drive for Red Bull. He noted that the car demands a high level of confidence to handle, which Verstappen evidently excels at. Lawson explained that the aggressive nature of the Red Bull machinery is not for the faint-hearted. When reflecting on why previous teammates struggled against Verstappen, Lawson revealed the crux of the issue. He's the best in the world right now. Competing against the best is never easy, and Lawson believes this serves as the primary challenge for anyone who partners with Verstappen. The sheer talent and skill that Max brings to the table create an uphill battle for his teammates, leading to their struggles and eventual departures. The situation at Red Bull adds additional layers. The dynamics of the team, including influential figures like Christian Horner and Helmut Marko, play a crucial role in shaping driver experiences. Marko, notorious for his intensity and high expectations, might exacerbate the pressures felt by Verstappen's teammates. It's clear that the strength of Verstappen's driving style complements the team's ambitions, which can often lead to conflicts with those not performing up to par. As Verstappen continues to dominate the tracks, Lawson prepares himself for what lies ahead. He understands fully that the expectations are sky-high, and stepping into Verstappen's shadow will be no small feat. The pressure's on, and the stakes are incredibly high, especially with Red Bull's aim to maintain its position at the forefront of Formula One. In conclusion, while Verstappen's incredible talent is a significant factor in why his teammates struggle, the combination of team dynamics and the extremely competitive nature of F1 further compounds the challenge. For a driver like Liam Lawson, the next chapter of his career will undoubtedly be a test of confidence, skill, and resilience. As he gears up to take on the Verstappen challenge, many fans will be watching closely to see how this new chapter unfolds in the high-stakes world of Formula One. Liam Lawson is facing an intriguing journey in Formula One as he steps into the spotlight alongside Red Bull Racing. Recently, he shared his thoughts on the ongoing debate surrounding driving styles in the sport. Lawson expressed skepticism about the significance of differing driving styles, saying, "In terms of driving styles, I don't really know if I believe in it so much." His perspective stems from his extensive work with car development and experience as a reserve driver, allowing him to gain a deeper understanding of how the car's mechanics translate to performance on the track. He pointed out that while drivers certainly have preferences regarding car handling, these should not limit their adaptability. "I think as drivers, we're professionals. We have to adapt to whatever we're driving," he asserted. This mindset underscores Lawson's commitment to thriving in any situation, emphasizing the professionalism ingrained in Formula One drivers. Shifting gears, let's talk about the recent narrative surrounding Max Verstappen and his championship wins. George Russell, a fellow driver, opined that Verstappen arguably shouldn't have won the championship this year, but the others made a few more errors. This statement reveals not only the competitive dynamics within the grid, but also the constant scrutiny athletes face each race, presenting an opportunity for either greatness or mistakes. In the wake of Verstappen's tenure, questions arise about whether his talents could be replicated in different machinery. Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, challenged the narrative, suggesting that Verstappen's success hinges on more than just his driving prowess, it's also the result of the car he drives. As the season progresses, Lawson prepares to take on this challenging environment, seeking to make his mark in a sport celebrated for its intensity and unpredictability. This journey is not just about racing. It's about adapting, evolving, and demonstrating excellence under pressure. With the competitive landscape ever shifting, fans are eager to see how Lawson will navigate this exhilarating, high-stakes world of Formula One. Stay tuned as we continue to follow the exciting developments within the sport and the key players who shape its future.